Okay, thank you very much for this interview. Just I'm going to ask you some questions here.
Yes, no problem. You can ask me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
First, tell me about yourself.
Thank you very much. I'm called Sorange Fez. I'm 22 years old. I'm student at Kepra University. I'm working on Associate of Art.
Okay, tell me about your past work experience.
Thank you very much. At the last year, I was a teacher at primary school. I was teaching mathematics. I spent 3 years with teaching mathematics at primary. Therefore, I have experience of teaching.
Okay. Now, how would you describe an ideal work day?
Thank you. In the morning, I work few domestic activities. After that, at 7 a.m., I go to school to teach my runners. At 2 p.m., I go to study at Kepra program. Then at 8 p.m., I return back home to sleep.
Okay. Describe a time when you worked were on a team.
Thank you. I remember in 2017, I worked well with my students. This is because I gave my students advice on how they can be hard in order to perform well. In them, in their learning. My students accepted that and they followed that advice in a good way. At the end of this year where they at the end of this year they getting their result of how they worked in all year. My students succeeded at 100%.
Okay. Tell me about a time when you had too many things to do and had to prioritize your tasks.
Thank you very much. I remember in 2017 when I had many tasks to do, I started to do the activities which are important and urgent. At that time, I was having responsibilities of doing an assignment that I have to submit after 2 hours, and also I had to do pre-class in that 2 hours, and also I had to do domestic activities because we were getting the visitors. The visitors. At that time, I managed my work by starting the task which is important and urgent. I started to work assignment in order to avoid lateness. The next is doing pre-class. The last task that I worked is domestic activities.
Okay, thank you. Now, another question is this. Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty, and how did you handle the situation?
Thank you very much. I remember when I was teaching, headmaster called me to go to help him. The activity that require typing because headmaster did not have the skills of typing and skills about the laptop. To handle this, I helped my headmaster. Then after I returned back to teach my students after to finish that.
Okay. Now, tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure.
Thank you very much. The time when I worked effectively under pressure is when I had the assignment to work on and to submit it after 2 hours. Means that I had a short time to work on that assignment. But I did it effectively even if I was under pressure.
Yes. Now, give me an example of a time when you showed initiative.
For example, the time that I showed initiative is when my coworker was absent and I combined her runners together with my runners in order to avoid the noise which can make with that runners.
Okay. Now, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Thank you very much. In my spare time, I like to play volleyball for refreshing the mind.
Yes. Yeah. Now this is the last question. Is there anything else you would like us to know about you?
Thank you. Anything else I would like you to know about me is that I'm about to finish my AA project.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.